Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Vinland Saga season 2 episode number 20 reaction. Okay, so the previous episode the battle began. Kettle versus Canute, and Kettle's army is just a few farmers, and that is it. Like he has the numbers for him. That's that's nice and all. 300 people. Canute doesn't have that many, 100 people. But yeah, each person in Canute's army is as strong as Thorgil. Each person can take care of at least 50 of the people Kettle have. It's crazy how strong they are. So all of them are Jones Vikings. They just come in. They gave him a final warning. Obviously, Kettle doesn't listen. Kettle has gone full crazy, and Thorgil is just giggling at the fact that, oh, I'm going to fight. This is the situation. Obviously, Thorfinn doesn't want anything to do with it, and he's thinking about what's her name, Arnite, and trying to make sure that she can get out of here. Transport her away. While over there in the a whole battle is going on, while Canute is just wiping out everyone. So another thing we got to know in the previous episode, turns out Kettle is a full imposter. He's not even the Iron Fisted Kettle. He just rolled with it because it seemed convenient. Because his name was Kettle, so he was like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm Kettle." So there you go. He has no experience in attacking, in fighting, nothing. He knows nothing. And it turns out he even lied to his sons. So that's even crazier. And Thorgil, while at the same time he decided to sneak back towards Canute's army and trying to attack him from behind. I don't know what he's trying to accomplish with this, because I thought he wanted to fight. So like this, I feel like he's not getting to fight. He's sneaking around and trying to get Canute hostage. I feel like he's planning something, because this definitely isn't his plan. Like, he wants to fight. Why is he doing this? Hopefully this episode answers my question, and in the end we get to see Arnheit in that place, the place where we saw Gardar before he died. So yeah, it's an indication that she's probably not going to survive. And Gardar said that, oh, go and tell your friends goodbye, I'll stay here and wait for you. And Arnheit woke up momentarily, I'm guessing. So let us begin episode number 20. I'll be putting the subtitles in the timer here. Sync it to whichever is a preference, and let's get started. Right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, let's see. Let's see what more foolishness happens. Oh boy. "13. Wait, who's this? Oh, Fox. Damn, killing is fun. Jarl. Yep. They'll eat you for breakfast. Damn, yo, this is, yeah. Yep. Oh my god, yo. Okay, this is. Oh no, Badger. Oh no, he's gonna die. He's gonna die. Yo, he's playing with him. Yeah. Look at him playing with him. Oh, I feel like Snake is going. Oh, there you go. That's Snake, isn't it? Yeah. Come on, calm down. Yo. Alright. Snake is getting. You think you can yeah, yeah, go, run. In no way are you. In no way are you. Oh my god. Shut the hell up, Kettle! What the hell? This dude! You go and fight. This guy needs to get his head smacked in. Oh my god, yo. Nobody cares about your death. You're gonna die a few seconds later. Yeah. Oh my god. Wow, shade. Mm, exactly. You bit off more than you can chew. And it's so funny that he is now the inferior one here. He lorded over so many people, like the whole thing with Arnheit. Now he'll get the taste of his own medicine. And I want to see that. I want to see him getting the taste of his own medicine. Ooh. Damn. Wait, did he like, oh my god. Did they like kill him or something? Wait, what happened? Okay. Yeah. Alright, Thorgil is there behind him. Oh yeah, Wolf is gone. That is not okay. Oh, it'll be so funny if Canute actually like turns back and just attacks him. Okay. Okay, Canute, move, dodge. Like he knows self-defense, so hopefully he can. Okay, we're gonna get the opening, I think. Yep. Perfect time to add the opening. Oh boy. Right, I don't think Kettle is dead. Like, I hope he's not dead because I want him to suffer. You know, like if he dies, he dies. That's it. Like, yeah, like he's gonna get everything that he did, like get back. Like tenfold. Like I don't care about his tragic backstory or whatever the hell he had. What he did was wrong. As a person, as a human being, what he did was wrong. It doesn't care what age it was back then. Like if it was okay to do all these things and all that. I don't care about that. As a human being, hurting another human being is wrong. So he's gonna get what he deserves. He's gonna get his punishment, and I really hope that. Like I've heard this argument coming out that, oh, back in those days, this was normal. Yeah, but I don't think even back in those old days it was okay to harm other people. As a basic human being, you shouldn't harm another person. That should be the least you can do. And he went against that, and that is where I have a problem with. Like he harmed Arnheit. And not only did he harm her, he harmed her when she was pregnant. So in no way is that like justifiable. Like in no way. Alright. Okay, Canute, dodge. I knew it. I knew he was going to. There you go. Yes. That look, I want to see that look on his face. Oh my god. Oh no, 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 no. Hellheim. Move, Canute. Yeah. Well, he's strong. No, he's. Oh god. Okay, can someone please come here? Oh, nice! Like I said, Canute is smart. Oh! Oh, well, Thorgil's going to get executed after this. Oh, wait, who's this? Okay, who's this? Hey, there you go, Wolf is back. Yes, yes, come on! Oh! Oh, but Thorgil is strong. Come on, bring a few Joms Viking over here. Oh my god! What? Damn! Oh god. Well, there you go. Yes, come on. What pathetic display, Thorgil. I expected better from him. Like, I thought he was going to go in the front rows and fight. Like, what the hell is this? Oh my, he's running. Okay, he's not like this, like all the other Vikings. Yeah. I don't think so. He attacked you, Canute. I really don't understand. Didn't he want to fight everyone? Why is he sneaking around and trying to attack Canute? Like, it makes no sense. Yeah, kinda. Well, you guys got saved indirectly. I hope not. Yeah, he's okay. There you go. Didn't recognize. Oh, they thought he was like a normal person. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. Yep. Okay, now what's going to happen? Like, Canute's army also kind of retreated. So, will we have to fight again, or are we? I'm guessing we're surrendering. Yeah. In no way are we fighting back after this. So, oh, okay. Here we go. All right. Oh my god. Yeah, because okay. I don't think she's going to survive. Hmm. Gotta go to Vinland. Hmm. Oh, waiting for me. Mm, it helped her. Yeah. Yeah. Well, obviously, like after what happened, like in no way. Oh, I remember Thorfinn also said the same thing after his father died. You know, like in season one, there's that one scene I remember where Thorfinn was like, "Oh, she has passed away." And that's it. Hmm. But this is just a temporary measure. Even if she comes back, she's again going to just. Hmm. Yeah. Like Leaf is the one who said this, so Leaf is like, who's this? Oh my god. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, Einar is gonna flip out. Okay. Damn. Like he's seeing himself in him. Because this is exactly what happened when his father died. Oh damn. Oh okay. Well yeah, obviously Thorfinn won't fight to kill others, but he can smack someone to make them come back to their senses. That's fine. Yes. And yeah, there you go. He's back to his senses. Thank God. Oh, yeah. True. Hmm. Don't go there. Yeah. No, this is the grave. Yeah. Okay, so what is going to happen now with the whole canoe situation? I'm guessing they surrendered, so the land is now Canute's land? Wait, is Canute here? Is he going to? Is he going to go and confront Canute or something? Is that what's happening? Yeah, oh my god. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I'm sure he'll go, but he needs to confront Canute first. Like, that's what he's saying. He needs to stop this madness. Hmm. Oh, wow. Yeah, Thorfinn, the little Thorfinn was like, I don't believe you. My ancestors, they're not cowards. You're a liar. And lied, run away. But look at him now. Yeah. Wow. Okay, that is development. Just look at this. Hmm. Yeah. He's seen worse. And obviously, if Thorfinn's not going to go and fight them, I doubt that. He's going to go and talk to him. So, yeah. Yes. Ah, that is it. Hmm. Damn, like, the whole battle was just, like, I don't know what I expected from this battle, but that was just one sided, like, mess. Wait, what happened to Torgil then? Did he just ran away and then he didn't come back? What the hell? Okay, I'm so like I don't understand one thing. Didn't Thorgil want to fight? Why did he try to go sneak in the back and try to get Canute's head? Like, yeah, obviously, from a standpoint of strategy, that is a good plan. You know, what he did was a very good plan. He went from the back and sneaked in and, like, hit, like, the main, like, tried to get the king. Yeah, that's the best plan. Like, and that's one of the best ways that he could have done it, and he did it in that way. But from Thorgil's point of, like, like, from what I've seen of Thorgil, I never expected him taking this way. Like, didn't he say that, oh, I want to fight, I want to, like, go crazy? Like, yeah, like, he took the path which, where he had to fight the least. So it doesn't make any sense. Obviously, from a strategy perspective, it was the best plan, but I thought he was. Okay, that is it. Like, I thought he was more like, what's his name? Uh, Thorkel, like, I thought Thorkel was more like Thorkel. He would be the type of person who's like, oh, I want to fight, just jump into a battlefield without even seeing if it's actually like, like, fightable or not. Like, Thorkel is like that. He doesn't care. He just jumps in the battlefield and then looks at its enemy and then, like, like, sees if he's at advantage or a disadvantage. He doesn't care. Even if he's at a disadvantage, even if he has, like, the threat of dying, he doesn't care. He'll just jump in. Like, I thought that was Thorgil as well. But it turns out no, he was more of a, like, I want to battle but in a strategy, like, in a strategic way. I feel like that he was that type of a person. So I was like, my way of looking at Thorgil was completely wrong. I thought he was just like Thorkel, but no, he wasn't. Like, I can understand. You know what? It makes kind of sense because if you think about it, Thorgil is actually Canute's, like, soldier. So as a soldier, obviously, what he's going to think is the best way to execute an operation. Yeah, I can understand he wants to fight, but he wants to fight a battle where he can actually win. That type of fight. He's not one of those crazy people who jumps in an unwinnable battle like Thorkel. Thorkel is one of those. I kind of misunderstood him. I thought he was like that. But no, it makes more sense because he's a soldier, he was under Canute. So, yeah, he definitely wants to fight. He wants to have fun having, like, fighting. But he wants to pick on a fight where he can actually win, that type of thing. He has, like, the basic common sense of not starting a fight where you cannot win, unlike Thorkel. So, okay, like, because as we saw, when as soon as he saw the Jones Viking coming back, he immediately just went back and went in the water. Like he was like, nope, I'm not winning this. In no way am I winning this. If that was Thorkel, you know what he would have done. In no way was he going back in the water. He probably would have like charged at them or something. That's what Thorkel would have done. So yeah, there you go. Like, yeah, that was my misunderstanding. I just misunderstood him to be like Thorkel. Because he gave me that vibe, he gave me that Thorkel vibe. Turns out, no, he isn't like Thorkel. Like, he picks a fight which he can win. In that type of, and he strategizes as well. Okay. So, in this episode, we begin with Fox telling us a little bit of his life. He's like, I'm a type of person who loves fighting, killing is fun. I've killed, how many? 13 people or something like that, I think he said. And he's like, yeah, I've been in my like a fair share of fights, and I consider myself to be fairly strong. But no, these people in front of me, they're monsters. They are actually having fun. Like the fun that I had killing, oh, that was child's play. These people are monsters, and he's just looking at them, and he's shaking and everything. And each one of the Jomsvikings, just look at them. They're this big, they have this huge armors, this big swords, and the way they're fighting is exudes so much confidence and so much strength and power. Just looking at them, you can see that, oh boy, these guys are the real deal. Unlike Snake and his mercenary group, like Snake is good, but except Snake, his mercenary group, none of them are as strong as them. Only Snake could probably hold his own in this battlefield because Snake is in that level. So you can see the massacre that is happening. Badger lost one of his hands, and in that scene you can see that Jomsviking who was fighting Badger, he's dodging, parrying, and then using his sword to do like this, as if kind of taunting him, oh, come, attack me, like that. They're just having the time of their lives, just having fun, attacking. So Snake is like, oh no, not Snake, sorry, Fox is like, oh no, Badger's going to die like this, and I cannot move, my legs are giving up. What am I supposed to do? And when you see Badger fall down and him trying to attack Badger, in comes Snake and immediately lops off that person's head. And then he takes out another person, another one of the Jomsviking as well. You can see that, yeah, Snake is the real deal. He's as strong as the Jomsvikings, maybe stronger than them. But even if he's stronger than the Jomsvikings, how long can he carry this on? If 10 of the Jomsvikings comes and gathers around him and tries to attack him, yeah, he's not winning. It's impossible. So yeah, there's a limit to it. He can probably take out 1-2 people, maximum 3, not more than that. That is Snake. But at least he has a more window of survival, and he's using that to protect his men. And he immediately tells Fox to go and take Badger away, and he's like, oh, we need to retreat. And he's like everyone retreat, this war is all we're going back, this is an unwinnable war, retreat. And he just screams, and everyone's like, oh, thank God, we can retreat. And they start running away. And the few people, unfortunate people who were fallen down, one of them's legs were completely chopped off, he couldn't move, they get killed over there. And yeah, our brave Kettle, he's like, who gave you the order to retreat? Stop, you there, stop. Just jumps down from his horse, grabs the guy, and he's like, who gave you the order? I didn't give you the order to run, go back to the battlefield. And this guy, he's like, you're the one to talk. Okay, I'm going to read this part because this guy actually voices his opinions. And it's one of the most entertaining things to see how Kettle actually, his face just completely fell down here. Here, I told you not to run. You think I'll forgive your debt after this? How the hell can this guy think in this situation that these people are thinking about their debts? No way they're thinking about their debts. They're thinking about their lives. Just in this situation, Like he's so like gone completely. Kettle is so gone that and it's so pathetic to see him just shouting orders without doing anything himself. Like he's just shouting orders at everyone. Like if you're a commander, you yourself should participate in like the whole thing. You're not a king, like yeah, if you were a king, you could probably step back and tell everyone else to fight. But you're supposed to be a commander. A commander fights along with their like soldiers. You're first of all, this guy's a complete imposter. Obviously, he's not Iron Fisted Kettle, so I doubt he can even swing a sword. So yeah, it's so like what can I say? Embarrassing to see him on top of his horse, just mouthing out orders and expecting everyone to just lay down their lives for him. Like who does he think he is? Like just yeah, like it's crazy how in the beginning of this season, I was like, oh, Kettle, this guy, he sounds like a nice man. He's giving the slaves their a way to actually get out of this place. Like as a slave, like owner, as a person, he seems like a very nice person, unlike a lot of the others we have seen. And oh boy, here you can see how the whole mosque is coming out. Like as they say, your actual what's that word? Your actual essence, or your actual the type of person you are, comes out in other people's times of need. No, that's not the word. What is that word? There's a particular word where like what it means is like your original the personality will come out when you're in trouble, like that type of thing. Like when you're fine, when you're like living the easy life, living the like rich life, like you're okay about everything, you're not struggling, just having a very nice time, you can be the nicest person in the world, but your your actual personality, the actual type of person you are will be put to test when you are in trouble, when you are facing danger, when you are facing like if you are a type of person who can help other people even when they are in danger, who can not sacrifice, like that's a huge word, but who can at least do something for others even when your time of need, that shows who is a nice person. Not in the time where you're okay, where you're fine, where you're living their easy life. Yeah, everyone can be nice when they're living the comfortable life. But if you can be nice in times of your need, your own need, that will show the type of person you are. And it's so true here. Like this, this season showed this to us in front of us. In the first few episodes, Kettle was having the easiest life, like he was just like, I'm sure he has struggled a lot in his past. I don't care about that, yeah. But as a person, he might be a hard worker, but as a person, as a human being, he wasn't good. And when when everything was fine and okay, like he could easily suppress that. He could easily suppress that nasty part of him inside and show everyone how good a person he is. But now that he's in time of a need, now that he's struggling, he's facing this whole thing, his actual thing comes out. And you can see how I guess you could say twisted he was. Yeah, he was a broken man, obviously, and it the things that he has gone through his life probably made him like this. But yeah, whatever is the excuse, it doesn't give you the right to do bad things and harm other people. So yeah, he might be a victim of the circumstances, but still what he did was wrong. And yeah, he's getting paid back for it now. We can see. But either way, yeah, his actual thing is coming out now, his actual personality. And he's like, you think I'll forgive your debt after this? And the villager is like, debt? Either way, you're finished, Mr. Kettle. And Kettle's like, what? And he says that, do you understand what it's like to be poor like us now? Exactly. No matter how unfair it may be, you shouldn't have defied the king. Okay? It is the same reason we have always listened to you. There you go. He's just telling him in front of his face. He's like, yeah, you know what? You and us is the same situation that happened between you and the king. We had to listen to you because you were kind of our king. And you should have listened to your king. You decided to go against him. He's showing you who is the true boss. Just like how if we went against you, you would have shown us who's the real, king. Just like you did to Arnheit. You know, like, so yeah, you're getting what you deserve. Like the thing that you would have done to us, Canute is doing to you. Equivalent exchange. This is how it should go. If you do bad things, you should expect bad things to happen to you. No other way. So there you go. Might makes right, Miss Kettle. The world exists for people stronger than you. There you go. He was like having the nicest time with his little kingdom over here, his little farm, him being the king, and that is why he could be so nice to everyone, And yeah, he picked the wrong opponent here. Just like he would have punished his people if they did something wrong, Canute is doing that to you as well. So there you go. And you can see Kettle realizes this little by little, and he just like opens up the as he was grabbing him. And yeah, one of the Jomsviking comes in and attacks him, and he didn't die here. It seemed as if he died. Even Wolf from the distance was like, oh, it seems like Kettle got hit by someone. So Wolf is like, let me go and check it out. And you can see that Canute is like, I didn't give them the order to kill Kettle. And also I didn't give the order for the Jomsvikings to attack people when they're running away. Tell Floki to not follow them and attack them. But yeah, these people are just doing whatever the hell they want. They are Jomsvikings, they're Vikings. Good God, these people, it's difficult to actually rein them in. It's very difficult. Oh boy. But either way, yeah, Thorgil sees this as a perfect opportunity. Thorgil immediately comes out and he's like, okay, this part. Okay. Alright, so he comes in and Canute realize someone's coming from behind, because he's trained. And Canute would have died here if he didn't go through the self-defense course with Wolf. He would have died here. It was immediately Canute takes out the sword and stops it. But yeah, Thorgil is strong, whatever you say. He just almost broke his sword, and Canute got injured, fell down. Immediately he takes her out of the other two bodyguards, and you can see that Thorgil is like, oh, impressive, King Canute, while I was there with you, I didn't know you actually practiced after that. You've gotten better at self-defense, but not good enough. Tries to attack him, and like I said, Canute is smart. He uses the cape to put on top of him and kind of take a little bit of distance. But still, this is Thorgil. Thorgil just waves away that thing and attacks Canute, throws him down, kind of punches him in the stomach, I think, throws him down, and was kind of on top of him, using his legs to stomp on him. And I was like, okay, someone is definitely going to come. Most probably Wolf, because he was the closest. And yeah, that is exactly what happens. While, Canute was, buying time for him, Wolf probably, looked back or something and saw this was happening and immediately started rushing back. So Wolf comes in, and you can see that it would have been too late if Wolf actually waited to come and attack. Thorgil probably would have stabbed Canute. So what Wolf did, I think Wolf threw the sword. Yeah, he threw the sword. And it pierced his hand. He had to throw the sword, otherwise, and my God, just imagine how strong he threw the sword. He threw the sword so strong that it actually pierced and went through this part. Just imagine that. How in the hell, can someone throw a sword that strong? Can you just imagine how it, obviously it's difficult in itself to grab a sword and pierce someone. It takes a lot of strength. You're actually piercing a human body. He didn't even hold, he threw it and it pierced his hand. My God, these people are monsters. But either way, Wolf comes in and just grabs him and throws him down and grabs his throat. Kettle, not Kettle, Thorgil. Thorgil just punctured his eyes, and you can see that he knows that if I move, he'll get Canute. So he's not moving, even with his ruptured eye. He's still grabbing him, trying to like make him go unconscious. And but in the end, he wasn't able to properly do it. Thorgil kind of threw him off, and yeah, taking that opportunity, Canute also comes in trying to attack. So while all of this commotion is happening, few of the Jomsvikings realizes what's happening. They come back trying to attack the king. Trying to attack Thorgil, and Thorgil is like, oh, like, I'm not doing anything in this situation. Let me just go away. And he just like swims away. So there you go. That is it. Like, I expected a little bit like other stuff from Thorgil, but like I said, it was my mistake to just think that he would be like Thorgil, because in my head I just thought that, oh, this guy, he's like Thorgil. But it's very like clear from this episode that he's not like Thorgil. Yeah, he loves fighting, but that doesn't mean he's like Thorgil, who's just going to jump in a fight where he knows he cannot win. He's going to take a fight where he can win. And that is why he strategizes, and he's doing it like this. So it makes sense, like I guess you could say as a soldier, he did correct. Like, yeah, I scratched like my previous statement where I was like, oh, I'm disappointed in Thorgil, because I was looking at him in a way how I looked at Thorgil. Like, I equated him with Thorgil. I was like, oh, he's like Thorgil. So seeing how he didn't really take the battle head on like Thorgil would have taken it, I was like, oh, what the hell, But yeah, that was wrong of me to do, because obviously he's not Thorgil. He's someone else. He's a soldier. Thorgil, if you think about it, but I guess Thorgil was also a soldier. But Thorgil was like a different type of breed, He just wanted to fight. Like, he doesn't care if he dies by doing it. So, like, thinking of him like Thorgil was the main, like mistake that I made. Like, that is why I was like, oh, he sneaked around, like Thorgil wouldn't have done this. Like, that is exactly how it played out in my head. I was like, Thorgil wouldn't have done this. Thorgil would have just jumped in and fight. So he's not doing that. So what the hell, But now that I'm like sitting down and thinking again, yeah, not necessarily like he needs to be Thorgil. He's a different person, and I just automatically thought that he was like Thorgil. So that was my wrong, obviously. So yeah, he's more of a person who strategizes, takes a battle which he can win, and that is why like he definitely wants to fight, but he wants to fight a winnable fight. That is the main difference between him and Thorgil. Both of them loves fighting, but there's a big difference between them. Thorgil takes a fight when he knows he cannot win. Even when he knows he cannot win, he just fights for the thrill of it. While Thorgil also kind of does that, but for Thorgil, he takes a fight where he can win, and he's going to do anything to win. That is why, he's excited that he can fight, but his way of fighting is different, where he was like, oh, I'm going to sneak in from the back, get the commander, and that's how I'm going to win. Like, that is like the way he fights. So yeah, he does exactly what he was supposed to do here. That is, run away when he realized that, oh, like, I'm at a disadvantage. Because yeah, he's a soldier, and obviously he's going to think about it strategically. Anyways, so he goes away, and you can see like when the Jomsvikings were coming back, there was a moment of respite, and everyone was able to like surrender, go back. And Snake is like, oh my god, thank God, like they went back. And he's like, oh, did Thorgil did this? Because he realized like it must have been Thorgil who did something like that. So technically Thorgil ended up saving them. if Thorgil didn't do that, everyone would have died here. Even our beloved master Ketil would have died, which would have been a very shame. I didn't want him to die. I wanted him to go through all the pain that he has subjected to other people. I want him to go through the same pain, and I'm sure he's definitely going to go through that, because I'm like Thorfinn is going to talk to Canute, but I don't know. Like, I'm sure Ketil is definitely going to get punished, and yeah, I want to see that. I want to see Canute taking everything away from Ketil, and Ketil being just there, with nothing. And yeah. Okay, so after that, Snake goes, and Snake is like, oh, Ketil, you're okay, and sees kind of checks the pulse, he's fine, and he's like, yeah, and if you died, it would have been, you cannot really die here. You have to face everything, all the consequences you'll have to face. Right, and then the next scene we can see like Arnheid like wakes up momentarily, and Arnheid is like, "Oh, is everyone fighting?" You know, and you can see that she's struggling to talk. Einar is trying to keep her like talking and like like asking her questions and everything. Not asking her questions technically, but trying keeping like keep talk. Keeping to talk to her. Yeah, I guess that's the word. So to obviously because yeah she wants to she has to stay conscious in this type of situation. Like as soon as she goes like like stops talking or like goes becomes unconscious, it's life threatening in these type of situations. Either way, Einar is like okay, sorry, Arnheid is like, oh, is everyone fighting? And she's then like, where are we going? And Leaf is like, we're going to my place. And she's like, oh, is that a place where there's no war, there's no slavery? And Leaf is like, I would lie to you if I say yes here, but yeah, you used to have that as well. I don't think there's any place where there isn't any war. So like after that, Arnheid is like, but I cannot go there. Like my family is waiting for me, and like here you can see that Einar realized what she's talking about, and Einar is like, please don't die. And she says like like why like like why how like what is the point of me surviving? Like there's nobody here. Like all my loved ones are dead. So and I feel like there's like a same thing that I feel like there's like one scene I remember in season one. Thorfinn also kind of said something similar to this, where he was like, "What is the point of me going back? Like my father died. Like my, I want to take revenge. Like that type of thing." I remember him saying something similar to this, and you can see that Arnheid is like, "I'm just here to talk to you and thank you guys for helping me out, and like I'm here to say my like give my gratitude to you." And then I'm going to go back to them, to my family who's waiting. And she said, like like even in this bad, like like this messed up world, those little conversations that we had in the morning, like your little stories that you told me, that was very nice. I enjoyed all of those conversations, and and then you can see like when she was like she stops talking and Thorfinn immediately goes and Thorfinn's like, move Einar, like I know like there's like a way to bring back people from the life. Like obviously like the whole chest compression, obviously like that in those day and age nobody knew what a chest compression is, like but like Thorf probably did that, so probably taught Thorfinn also to do that, so Thorfinn knew about it. And he's like, oh, like my father used to do this and they used to come back alive. And but yeah, obviously like there's like a limit to what a chest compression can do, like maybe they might come back, but it's like obviously like very less chances. But still, like Thorfinn like did it, tried to like bring her back to life. Einar is like, don't go, like Arnheid, please live. I like like I like you. All the conversation that we had, like I enjoyed myself as well. Like he kind of like basically confesses his feelings over here, telling her to live because when she said that there's like all my loved ones are gone, what can I even do in this world? Like it's by staying alive. He wanted to kind of give her a reason to stay, but obviously by that time she has passed away, and she didn't respond. That was it for her, and yeah, that was the end. And in the end, you can see Thorfinn like grab Arnheid's like head, and then he says like far to the west there's a place called Finland. That word. And he's like, Einar, like I'm sure Arnheid would have loved it over there. So let's go to Finland and make our nation. And yeah, I feel like that is the only way. Like Thorfinn's way of like looking at this world, Thorfinn's philosophy, it really wouldn't like sit well in this world. So one thing he can do is like go to a place where nobody will be there and make a new little nation where there won't be any war, won't be any like like slavery, and yeah, it'll be peaceful. So but like I'm sure that will also be short lived because human beings, like but still, at least he can try to do that. He can try and do, like make a place where this happens. And looking at him, his successors in the future will probably look at him, and a few of them will also get motivated, like Thorfinn. And his legacy will go on, and people will keep trying to, maintain the peace because of him, something like that, hopefully. But when up until he's alive, he can make a, nation where he can, make everyone, hopefully, stay there peacefully, and there won't be any war. It'll be a difficult, situation, but hopefully this is a dream that is worth having. And if it is successful, if they're able to successfully make this place, make Finland real, then yeah, that's the best thing that anyone could have gotten. And I'm sure Thorfinn will be able to do this, because Thorfinn has gone through a lot, and he knows what he wants to do, and he definitely is going to make Vinland, come to, even if no place, at this point Vinland isn't really like a place. Vinland is like a what can I say, like a utopia, that type of thing. It's not like a physical place. It's like a dream, like Vinland Saga. It's more like a dream. Vinland here in this show is more like a dream. Oh, a place where there is no war, where there's bountiful of fertile land, a lot of crops, no slavery, no war, a beautiful land where everyone is at peace. It's not really a land, it's a dream, it's a utopia. It's a dream that Thorfinn is having. And if you think about it, not necessarily you need to go and go to a completely new land to make Vinland over there. Any place can be Vinland if you're able to make it. That type of thing. And that is the way I look at Vinland at this point. I don't look at it as like a physical plot of land, or the whole like a landform. No, the way I look at it is Vinland is a dream, a utopia, a place where none of this exists, this war and all these things doesn't exist. And yeah, for Finland to come true, you need the perfect person, and Thorfinn is the perfect person for that, to make that come true. Anyways, you can see Leif is just looking at him, because remember, Leif is the one who told him that. So Leif obviously is looking at Thorfinn, and he's like, wow. Okay, next we get to see Snake is coming here, and Kettle is on his back. And Einar obviously gets pissed off. Einar is like, I'm going to get you, Kettle. You're the one who Arnheid died. Reason why Arnheid died. And he goes and tries to attack him. And obviously Thorfinn stops him. Thorfinn's like, there's no reason to attack him now. And hitting him, harming him won't bring Arnheid back. So stop it, Einar. Open your eyes. And you can see that Einar just punches him, tries to go, and this time Thorfinn is like, you know what? You can see that Thorfinn's trying to stop him, looking at him, and sees Einar's eyes go completely white. He's full crazy. He remembers his past, what he did. This was the same face that he must have made when in front of him Ashelat killed Thors. And he knows what happened from that point onwards. Chasing the whole that whole revenge thing, wasting his life, killing so many people, bringing harm to so many people, just for that one revenge. He's just destroyed his own life, destroyed other people's lives, and just made a mess of so many things. And he doesn't want Einar to go into that path, go through that path. And yeah, he could easily go and hit Kettle and probably kill him here, but he's going to start walking that path of revenge. Even if he's not able to kill Kettle, he'll probably be vengeful of the whole situation and become like Thorfinn, trying to take revenge for, just like Thorfinn wanted to take revenge for Thors, he's probably going to be a person who will try to get revenge for Arnheid. So Thorfinn doesn't want Einar to walk that path. And you can see, he hits him because of that. And he's like, stop, Einar. And don't make the mistake that I did. And when Thorfinn, Einar starts crying, Thorfinn goes and he's like, Einar, killing the master won't quell your rage. Yep. What a great line, yeah, it's not really going to quell your rage. You can easily do that, but all you'll feel is empty. And anger begets more anger. it just results in deaths one after another. Because yeah, like now that we, if like like just for argument's sake, if Einar went and killed Kettle, someone from somewhere, probably in the future, will try to take vengeance against Einar. You know, because this is how it happens, the whole cycle of hatred. And then again, like if he's able to successfully kill Einar's one of the loved ones will probably try to take revenge. And this is going to continue, this whole cycle of revenge is going to just continue over and over again. And yeah, and the thing is, like, even if he does something to Kettle, like Thorfinn says, his anger won't be quenched. No, like that won't happen. You just feel empty and just broken. And he says, like, I was stuck in that hell for a long time. Please, Einar, don't fall under the same curse that afflicted me. Okay. And yeah, both of them are crying. There you go. After that, you can see Thorfinn and Einar made a grave for her. And yeah, just standing there. Okay, you can see that Thorfinn's like kind of clenching his hand. And here, Canute kind of says, like, I guess like it's like some like reading something. God must be watching us now, even as we stand here now. For a moment, I actually thought that Canute is here or something. People losing friends and parents and children killing each other. He must be looking down on everything from up high in heaven. And yeah, there you go. And Thorfinn is just made a decision. Thorfinn's like walking, and as all like obviously Leif is scared. Leif is like, "What are you doing, Thorfinn? Where are you going?" He probably remembers like the day back when he found Thorfinn for the first time, that whole Ashalat situation where he found Thorfinn and he's like, "Thorfinn, let's go back." And Thorfinn's like, "No, I want my revenge. Like I haven't gotten my kill. I will kill Ashalat." That whole thing. And when he just left after like boarding the boat, he just left after that to go back to Ashalat. He probably remembers that, and he's like, "Thorfinn, where is going?" And Thorfinn's like, "I'm going to Canute. I have to talk to him because this is not it. Like this whole battle will continue after this. It's a moment of respite." And he says the master's still alive. He hasn't been captured, so this battle, this killing, taking of lives is going to continue. I may be able to prevent more deaths. So obviously Leif is like, "Stop that! Like like what are you doing? What will you accomplish by doing that? Let's just leave." But Thorfinn stops. And he's like, Leif is like, "This time, like, please let me take you to Iceland." And Thorfinn says that long ago, you once told me. This part was so good. One of the best parts of this episode. He says that you told me before that our ancestors fled from war and ended up in Iceland. Yeah, in season 1, he did that, in the first episode. And he says that at that time, I thought it was lame. But now I'm really proud of them. Yeah. Like, what a great scene this is. Like, this kind of reminds us of from where we have come to where. Like, this whole journey has been so crazy and so full of like learning, like a person like Thorfinn, like how he has changed, you can see. And this is the best character development I've ever seen in any anime that have ever existed. Like, good God, like just amazing. Like, I remember episode 1 of Vinland Saga. Leif was there sitting. Leif was like our ancestor had to run away, and that's after, like, that's when we came here to Iceland. And Thorfinn's like, I don't believe you. You're lying. My dad would never run away, and you're a liar, you old man. Just like, I don't know, like probably makes kind of shows his tongue to him or something like that. He did, and just ran away after that. I remember that scene. And that Thorfinn here is like, yeah, you know what? That I couldn't have been more proud of them. Like, they ran away and came, like, over there, and I understand. I understand why they did that and what is important in this life. And this is such a, what can I say? It's such a great, like, like, I've seen so many animes where, like, especially animes that kind of try to go through the more, oh, forgive everyone that way, like enemy characters become your friends, this type of thing. I've seen so many, like, like, such, like, anime is getting so much hate. People being like, oh, the author is, doesn't really want to, like, kill people. They always convert people, enemy characters, from, like, a bad to good. That's so lame. Like, that type of thing. And I've seen so many animes where, it's so brutal. They just, like, like, immediately kill off the enemy and everything. And people praise that whole thing of being so exciting and so great. Yeah, from a, I guess, story standpoint, I guess it is exciting. Like, yeah, defeating your enemies and getting that sweet, sweet revenge. But, like, if you can do it correctly, this is what character development is. Like, not just blindly just taking people's life, killing, getting that revenge, but actually understanding what is important in your life. What is important. You want to just go around killing people, spending your life doing that, living a miserable life, or you want to settle down peacefully, living a peaceful life, doing, what you want, and just having a nice time. Like, what is better? Like, I don't think this is lame. I think this is what makes it perfect. Like, this show. Then there needs to be no unnecessary killing. There needs to be no just, oh, like, getting that revenge, that type of thing. None of that is needed here. Like, it's so well, like, like, kind of done over here. And I don't know, like this is character development. And I just loved this scene where we see here, when we go back to the past a little bit, and Thorfinn kind of brings that up, that whole scene from his past. So yeah, like, it's just like, I just, like, I feel like there'll be a lot of people who will be like, oh, season 2 was weak. Nah, in no way was it weak. The amount of character development we had in this season, it's crazy. It's immense. This was Thorfinn's whole, I guess you could say, like, him understanding what he wants to do. At first, he was, like, in this depression, in this whole, like, like, dark place. Then little by little, he started picking himself back up and made himself to try to start forgiving himself. And then little by little, he started thinking, like, what I have done, I don't want anyone else going through that. So I'm going to do something about it. We have to find Vinland, a place where there's no war, there's no slavery. And little by little, and then he, like, his philosophy changed. He decided that, oh, I've done so many things, I'm going to be atoning for that. Obviously, stopping to kill people is not going to be good enough atonement. The amount of farms I destroyed, I'm going to restore even more. Obviously, I cannot really negate what I did. So what I'm going to do is make more stuff than I destroyed. That is the correct way of atoning for my sins. And here he's doing that again. Like, he's going to go and talk to Canute to try to stop the little amount of blood that would probably be shed here. So this has been this whole season. In no way is this weak. Yeah, we might have gotten a little bit less battles, less bloody scenes, but no, the amount of character development we got in this season is phenomenal. One of the best things I've ever seen. And oh boy, this whole journey was amazing. We still have a few more episodes left. I'm just looking forward to see whatever is going to happen. Okay, so all right, after that you can see that Thorfinn says, like, no matter how badly it turns out, there are only 100 of them, so I should be able to make it back alive. So stay here, wait here, I'll be back. And Leaf is like, alright, you know what, fine, go, come back, I'll be waiting with everything ready so we can immediately, set off. And that is where it ended. You can see, like, Thorfinn is, like, going towards Canute with a determined face. And yeah, that is where this episode ended. Brilliant episode. Like, what can I say? Beautiful. And yeah, that was it. That is my reaction to episode number 20 of Vinland Saga Season 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe. If you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Vinland Saga. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.